All right, guys, it's well, I think you know what day it is. If you don't, let me tell you. After I hack up a lung in your ear, it's Christmas. I hope you're having a wonderful day, honestly. Regardless if you celebrate this particular holiday or not, I do hope that you are having a good time. Today we're going to look at this week's forecast. So it's Sunday the 25th till Saturday the 31st. And so this will span from Christmas morning till New Year's Eve, if I can read a calendar. And I may not be able to. So let's get started. Let's pick up the Mystic Gate Tarot deck, put it down, and let's take a moment to clear our heads and stop thinking about all these cool presents we're going to get or have gotten. I hope you got some cool stuff, by the way. But let's take a minute and clear our brains and think about the week ahead while we shuffle. Feels pretty good. All right, so let's check out what we got. Let's see what the Santa Tarot brought us. We've got one. Oops, a daisy. We've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What? Something's wrong. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We cracked the case. We figured out the mystery of the week. Wow. Turns out there's 7 days in the thing. Who knew? Okay, let's see what we got. So let's go over here. We will start with Sunday. It's the Hermit. Oh, it's going to be kind of a lonely Christmas. I think what this card is really trying to say is, you are surrounded by your loved ones, and that's great. But don't forget to check in on how you're feeling, or how you're interfacing with the holiday, so to speak. I think you may want to find your own reason for the season if you don't have one. And this card is a perfect example of that. It's kind of going your own way, kind of carrying your inner light to lead the way. So don't be led astray by others or any family battles that may or may not happen on this hectic holiday. If you are having a rough one, certainly this card would apply to you. But even if you're having a smooth sailing, love-filled Christmas morn, still, don't lose sight of your own approach and your own development. I suppose this is kind of an inner development card. Usually, it's a retreat um, away from the noise and bustle to kind of refine oneself in some ways. And so that might be the thing. If you get a moment, maybe go to the bathroom. Don't look at your cell phone. Sit there quiet. you've been neglecting a couple of things in your life, and you need to get those back into order. So either way, it's a good day to take a look at your empire, or become the emperor yourself in a sense. So not a day to sit back and enjoy necessarily. Tuesday's going to be a day to get out there and send your will into your life. All right, so Wednesday, strength. We had that come up last week too. Strength, yeah, it's a gentle kind of strength. It's usually a kind of taming power instead of an overpowering power. It's not as direct as you might think, but Wednesday is a kind of good day to accumulate your strength if you feel tired, if you're feeling worn out. Really kind of regaining your strength, I think, would be a good idea. I think that you also have plenty of it on this day. It's kind of a you're right in the midpoint, aren't you? You got Christmas over here, and then you got New Year's Eve here. So it's a great place. It's a strong place. It's the keystone of this week, and it's plenty strong enough to bridge the gap and bring you through this holiday season. Whatever you think of the holiday season, whatever yours is like, you will have the power to get through this week at the very least. So let's go on to Thursday. Thursday is the devil. The devil. So the devil's usually kind of a hedonistic figure, very material, very sensual kind of guy, and usually it indicates a kind of bondage to such things. So addictions might be an issue here. If you have any, please stop. But we all have our vices, don't we? So that might be an issue on this day. You might be overly focused on material things. You might be too focused on these cool gifts that you did or did not get, and it could be kind of gunking up your week. So it's a good day to kind of really evaluate if you want to be in that situation or not. And if you don't, get out of there. Slip your collar and run. Run as far as you can. But if you're comfy hanging out with the devil, you like those devil nights, keep rocking and rolling. So there's no trouble there if you're having a blast, and you're not destroying yourself in the process. That's important too. You can have fun undoing yourself in a bad way, so be aware of that on Thursday. So let's get into Friday. We have the ancient Aegis. Aegis. I don't know how to say it. It's old language. I don't speak it. It's the old speech. So anyways, this is the 5 of Pentacles in the regular deck. Here it's the 5 of Shields, the level 5 shield. So in the other deck, it's the image of those that couple. I'm assuming they're walking by a window. They, however, are in the snowstorm, and they are broken, bruised, and poor. They're not having a good time. They're having a real tough time, honestly. But the idea is that, look, even if you are in a really bad situation, maybe you don't have as much money as you'd like. Maybe you are kind of on hard times. It's a real loss. It's a blow to the old ego there. You still have a spiritual wealth, I guess, is the idea. That usually there's a kind of inner wealth. There's still some kind of power that you possess. It's not necessarily material in this case, which is a little weird for this suit, because it's always about coins and money and finances and wealth. But so it's a reminder that even though you have material problems, you still have strength, you still have support, and generally that's a spiritual kind of thing with this card. And it may be a secret, forgotten support that maybe you've overlooked or misplaced. So not a bad thing necessarily, but get ready for kind of a challenge on Friday. Your money might be running a little thin. I think that's probably the case around this time of year. You just spent all your money on Christmas, and now you got New Year's Eve coming up. So it's those solo cups, those aren't going to be free. So somebody's got to buy those, and you might be running out. So yeah, level 8, great for New Year's Eve, guys. Level 8 sword, so 8 of swords. Not a great one to spend the ringing of the new year in with. But I think in this case, it's kind of a feeling of, oh my God, 2016 was nuts. I feel so bound up. I feel so trapped by swords. I feel trapped by thoughts, trapped by the cutting words. It has been a crazy year, hasn't it? You're the fire monkey. Of course, that extends a little bit different time scale than our Gregorian year, but nonetheless, it's been a weird year. So 2016's been crazy. I think that's what this is speaking to. You might be carrying some old thoughts around, some old habits, some old mental patterns, some old wounds, some old words. Whatever the case, you feel like you're on a battlefield again. A real dangerous situation. You do not want to get cut. You are feeling blinded. You don't know which way to go, and that might be the case. I mean, what does 2017 bring? Who knows? 2016 was off the charts with crazy. So I think that might be the mood for this bringing in the new year. The advice, of course, is to remove your blindfold, see clearly, see the swords. There are swords out there. There is danger. Don't be an ostrich. Don't stick your head in the sand. It's been a crazy year. It's chaotic, and that trend may continue. But the trick is you're going to have to kind of get the courage out, take your blindfold off, and really move around a little more capably than I think all of us have been this year. It's been nuts. So that's it. That's Christmas Day till New Year's Eve, 25th till whatever, 31st. I don't know. I don't know how calendars work, but that's it, guys. So I do wish you a happy holidays, however you choose to celebrate it, or don't. I don't care. It's up to you. I do hope you have a blast. I hope you spend time with loved ones, and I hope you get some really cool presents, no matter what. I hope somebody brings you some cool stuff. I will catch you guys in 2017 for the exciting new year, and we'll see what kind of mess we're getting into. Until then, peace out.